She thought she was having an innocent smoke with her friends, but then she woke up alone in a motel room and then ended up in the psych ward. Oh, and she was also a nurse practitioner. So we gonna call her Sally. Sally was having a good time with her friends. They was passing the reefer around. Apparently it was a bunch of them, like 8, 9, 10 of them. But they were out together. And then Sally ends up walking off without her friends noticing. Undoubtedly under the influence. Now the story should end there because that's all that Sally could remember, but thankfully the rest of the information was in the police report. When Sally walked away from her friends, it was already nighttime, and multiple people, not many though, saw her walking down the street in what appeared to be no clothes or undergarments. When she walked by a motel, a man saw her walking and thought it looked strange, so he approached her. Now, if your mind is going anywhere like mine did, I'm like, this doesn't end well. But stay tuned. He takes her up to his motel room. He's asking her if she's okay, if she has anything on her, like her phone, if she's used any substances. We don't know who this guy is, by the way. But all we know is he allowed her to have his motel room and then alerted the authorities of what he saw. And so they came and assessed the situation and brought her to the psych ward for evaluation after not being able to find any information about her. Now, the reason the police say they brought her to the hospital is because when they came there, she was dressed in a bra and panties, and they questioned the dude, but they wanted to take her to the hospital to be tested, to let the kit be ran on her to see if any foul play went down. Turns out nothing went down. She was completely clean and she did not get invaded upon whatsoever. During the whole intake process, she's like incoherent. She's barely there. And so she goes to sleep. She wakes up the next day and she's immediately confused. Staff is trying to explain to her what it is that happened. They left a copy of what was in the report for her to be able to view and see. She immediately calls her friends and she's hysterical and crying. They come up and they're like thinking like, okay, let's get her. Let's leave. It's time to go, y'all. And they're like, no, actually, she has to be kept and assessed, which she was actually quite agreeable to. Most people, even when they plan to come in and they think that they're okay or they don't want to be there, they think they could just leave, ends up going not so good. But for her circumstance, she was actually, like, all right, I understand. Probably because after that, she said, I'm also a nurse. When her friends came up for visiting, she's like, I'm never touching anything that y'all give me ever again. And they were just all happy, went from crying emotions to like happy emotions and just a whole bunch of stuff all over the place. Because honestly speaking, any other time you hear something going down like that, you know that she not coming out the same, if you know what I mean. But she walked out with her dignity and obviously everything intact and dodged the bullet.